Welcome back. Hoping you guys are having a fabulous day. So I wanted to talk about this. I wanted to show this to you. And it's really cool, right? How many things TSH has. It's done, it's made, but it hasn't effectively used. Let me show it to you. And also, you should be proud. This is the most I've uploaded daily on this channel. Again, it was like last time was Amajiki. That was how active I uploaded. Miro was also kind of active, but this is Amajiki levels of active. You should be happy. Speaking of Amajiki, right, that amazing character, during that time, we got the first anniversary. And in it, they released some really cool things with the entire storyline, kind of how they wanted to match it up with the event, right? Now, in it, we got this, right? So we have a full-blown muscular model. Yes, they literally designed muscular for a stamina dump event. Let me rephrase that one more time for you. They designed muscular as a just boss in a stamina dump, okay? Do you know how much potential you had? Okay, think about this now. Developing is hard. It's complicated. Don't get me wrong. But doing animations, doing like model rigging is very difficult. Okay, making the model for a character based off like again TSH or based off an anime, right? It's pretty difficult. It takes some time. It takes a lot of effort. They made muscular. They made this whole entire character have 3 different attacks. I believe when you get him into the other mode, it's 5 different attacks. So he has 5 different attacks. Okay. Think about it. We have an E, a W, a Q, a special, and an R. That's all you gotta make and you get the character. And then voice lines, which again, that's if you can get the voice actor to do it. It's pretty simple, but look at it. They designed this entire character, but they never released him. Okay, not even as an active card. There's so many unused things in the game that just make me laugh at it. Like, look at this. Now he goes, like, I'll try and time it up. I don't think I'll time it up properly, but there's a mode where he goes into his muscular form, right? Again, there's just a little bit of a fine-tuning thing, change of animations here and there, because again, a boss is obviously different than a character, so that's fine, right? Change a few of the attacks up, but you literally had a already made model and majority of the animations and attacks kind of done to where this could have released. It genuinely could have. I'm shocked that they didn't do it. Like, it's such an L when you think about how much is already made. For example, just so you know, not to be that guy, but CN exists, right? It does. And with it, there's 5 characters, or 3 confirmed characters that were supposed to release, and they literally have assets. They have assets in the game, okay? First, Jiro has both of her EX cards made. Second, she has the shard box icon. She has full-blown skill icons, all of that. She was a ready-made character, but just CN shut down. They didn't get her out. Present Mike has full-blown character icons, has full-blown shard box icons, has everything made. They didn't release him either, okay? 2 L's right there. Twice has just, I think, icons, that's it, nothing else there. And also, while I'm on the topic of Twice, he literally is in the event also. They made a full-blown model for Twice, but they never banked off of it. And again, I know people are going to say, like, you're picking 2 irrelevant characters. Remember that, you know, Muscular and that both are cool. Both Twice and Muscular are damn cool characters. And I think that some sort of the player base will want it. Remember, there's, like, a limit to how many characters you can obviously get in MHA, but with it, villains are cool. There's not many villains you can really steal from. These are 2 good ones, okay? And they're made. It's shocking, okay, first off, that we go 3 months and then get a character. I don't know what the problem with TSH is, being if it's like the development side, if it's the side of Crunchyroll saying, hey, we only want you to work on this specific amount of stuff. They don't really need more. We don't really want to pay any more than that. That's it, right? So again, we don't know where the obvious problems lie, I guess you can say. But still, if it's the problem of, you know, they can't iterate fast enough, if they just can't do that, it makes sense that, you know, you can reuse stuff, okay? There's so many things in the game. And again, the CN files, CN stuff exist. All that work was transferred to global, right? All of the data mines that we got originally were all CN assets. And it all exists. That means that global has, what is it, access to it, if you were to say? So I'm lost on, like, what happened, where everything went, and why they couldn't just, like, you know, reuse some of it. Hopping over here, right? These are the active cards in the game, okay? We have Best Genius, we have Jiro, we have Sidero, and then Barros, right? These are things. These are real active cards. But, you know, they didn't make them characters. Again, I still stand at that. It would have been sick that you made these 2 characters for just, you know, simple stuff and give them away for free. I get it, we had 3 characters already. Can't do much there. But they reskinned Deku. When it came to reskinning Deku, Bakugo, and Todoroki, they just had to make the suits on them, right? Basically, it was very simple in comparison to, like, making a brand new character from scratch. For example, against Sidero, Rhodey, and Barros. they could have maybe released one of these characters as a specific thing. They could have also made Flex one of the characters as a hero, or not as a as a playable character, not a hero, but as a playable character. Would have been cool. But again, there's Toga's active. Like, Toga's a made character. They turned the made characters from CN. These 3, right, were mentioned in the files. And again, these 2 have like core assets, but they never like released them as a playable character. Instead, they just turned them into active cards, which the Toga fan base is mad. The Jiro fan base is also mad. Instead of making them, playable, you turn them into that, which again, it's fine, right? An active card's cool and all, but it kind of ruins the hype that, a regular playable character would bring. And again, if you look at it, the last playable active card was before we got Tamaki, which it was a while ago. So they also kind of gave up on releasing active cards, which again is also a problem in itself. They also didn't use this. They didn't also use the costume currency. I think Bakugo's gym outfit is still locked. Like, I think you can't obtain it still because you need to get the costume currency, and they never gave out the costume currency. I either think they forgot about it or they just didn't care about it. I don't know what happened. The costume currency exists, right? And you're supposed to get it from some sort of an event or something you have to do or pay for it. You can't do anything. You can't obtain it, which means you can't get, gym outfit Bakugo. It's the funniest thing. With that really being it, all right, I'll go back to crying and hoping that we get something after a while. Before also, I'll let you watch the gameplay of the muscular stuff and the twice stuff. But let me just say this now. I won't show it to you either because it's old and I don't want to mess around with it. It's the fact that they have All for One as a rigged model. They have his model, right? They have Muscular's entire model. There's so many different characters they have models for. Like, full-blown models sitting in the game, and they haven't done anything. Like, I'm genuinely so lost on if anything is going to happen, or like if TSH really is just going to die at the end. Like, oh, it's gonna happen. They'll just shut the game down after a while when they just don't do anything. Like, again, I'm also kind of scared because we haven't gotten a single leak. I'm hoping we get some leaks soon regarding the next character, because Miro was staged 5 weeks before he actually released. Currently, the next character is, again, off of the new thing we scheduled, right? Like, we think in our heads, November, like, 8th or 9th is supposed to be the new character. It has to be. Either that or the 16th, right? It's been more than almost 3 months now, if you consider that date, from when Miro dropped. And we put that new thing in our heads. Every 3 months we get a character, which means we went through all the rerun cycle, and we still don't have it. What's happening here? So, again, we'll see. I'm expecting a character then. If there is no character, it's back to panicking. Again, I really want content. I get it. People want characters also. I want characters also, whatever. But content. We got Tag Team. They didn't update Tag Team. I don't know, bro. We'll see what happens. But again, I'm hoping there's a content drop that is pretty solid. Apex was fine. Again, I bashed Apex when it first dropped because it was a month-long thing, or 1 day of a month. And then, majority of servers can't play. They did server merge. They fixed that up. They got Apex to where it was actually a fun mode because players can actually compete in it. Now, what now, right? After all this time, Apex is still fun, whatever. But we need more, okay? Let's see. We'll continue to wait, hope, and, maybe there is potential for the game if they finally realize, A, we've been sleeping too much, we got this. I don't know, we'll see, but again, that's been it for me. Wanted to show this to you, that these things are still in the game. They exist. They can literally just make them into a character or do something with them in a fun little mode where you take on your favorite villains in the anime and you put All for One and all of that, and it could have been a real heroes versus villain event. Instead, we got a battle pass and a stam dump reused.